gonna hold y'all. When it's cold outside, or if it was raining, or anything that was affecting me driving to the gym, was a legitimate excuse to me at one time. Like, I just went outside and you can literally see frost on my back patio furniture. And I remember a time where I would probably see that and be like, it's too cold, I'm not going. I'll go tomorrow, or, but I'm no longer available to that thought. And here's why. I am investing in my health every day that I go to the gym, every day that I make time to take care of my body, every time that I grocery shop healthy food, every time that I go into the gym and do a good workout. I am investing in my health, and I care about my health. I'm a woman who takes care of herself because she must. God has given her a lot on her plate to be responsible for, and to do that, I have to have a healthy body and mind. And to do that, I have to have a routine that I stick to and be disciplined in it. And I feel like once I understood this, that my why and my identity had to be rooted in the things that I do, the less excuses I made. This is who I am. I'm a woman who takes care of her body so that she can do what God has called her to do. Period. So I can't make excuses, because God's not going to be like, well, I'll just take it easy on you. You prayed for this, but you go ahead and live however, and don't take care of yourself and run out of energy. No. God's like, all right, you prayed for this, and now it's time for the back end of the blessing, which means you now need to be more disciplined when it comes to your mind and your body, what you put into it, so you have the energy to do the things that I've called you to do, period. So the backside of the blessing requires more discipline, always. It's always going to require you putting a weight on your shoulders of more responsibility in some area of your life, and we don't think about the back end of the blessing. We like, oh, I want a husband, Lord. Oh, I want a good godly marriage. Oh, I want a business. I want my business to take off. Okay, sis, you get a marriage, you can't have the attitude no more. Okay. You got to have a better financial mindset. You got to be more of a planner. You got to be more responsible when it comes to cleaning the home and taking care of the knowledge that you need in order to communicate. You got to heal so that you can have a deeper relationship with your husband. You want a business. You want your business to grow. Okay, now you're in meetings, in and out of meetings. You're meeting with people. You can't be shy. You can't let fear hold you back from putting yourself out there. You have to own what the idea is that God placed in you. You have to be out there and show yourself to people who you've been afraid to comment on what you're about to put out into the world. You have to do it. It's what you're praying for. Are you ready for the backside of the blessing? Okay. So, as the first example, if you are one who's made excuses about working out, make it your identity. It's part of me. It's rooted in me. I can't make excuses because it's part of what I prayed for. So we're just living that out. I'm about to go now. Pray for me. It is really cold, but we're going because your girl cares about her health and she's investing in it in every moment. Okay. We are headed to the gym. It's about 6:15ish, later than I like to go, but we had to let the pups out. Today I actually am prepared to drink my smoothie at home, so I'm going earlier than usual before the restaurant opens that normally I get my smoothies from. So this is good. I can get a better start to my day. I already scheduled the emails for today for the girlies, so I am getting an early start to my day. I am prepping for our live with Ebony tomorrow, so I just placed a bunch of orders on my Amazon for lighting. I already got our microphones and stuff because we're gonna go live in my podcast studio, so I just needed more lights and more things to make it look, more legit. Those are gonna be same day. Shout out to Amazon Prime. So I'm gonna set all that up today. I'm gonna record the pod today. Your girl doesn't even know what she's gonna talk about. She just be riffing. So if you've been listening, like lately, I just been like, all right, what are you going through right now? Let's talk about it. I might talk about the book that I've been reading. It's about self-sabotage, and it's so good. It is so, when I sit in the sauna today, I'm going to listen to it. And that's hopefully how I come up with my topic. This is really how the process goes, because I feel like I do my best when I'm just myself and when I'm sharing with you guys my own process and my own progress and where it comes from. So, and then how I relay the Bible to it and how I begin to apply it to my life. So I'm excited about that. We're going to go. I get most of my inspiration while I'm moving my body and going and moving. So yeah, that's the day ahead. Let's get into it. I recorded the pod yesterday and I winged it. I've been doing the last few episodes because y'all been saying y'all like it. But I winged it, and I wanted to talk more about it because I feel like I have been able to get into a position in my life where this is now my norm, and I can tell when I'm shifting out of that state, right? So yesterday I did a podcast episode on giving yourself permission to have good things, to have peace, because nobody talks about when you're coming out of survival mode. And we think of that as like, oh, I'm overcoming my traumas. And yes, you are. But like, just for the simple fact that some of us are just anxious and stressed all the time because we're problem focused. And so if every time you wake up in the morning, you're recounting all the problems you had, you're going to wake up and automatically be in a stressful state because you're reminding yourself of everything that you were supposed to leave behind you yesterday, everything that you're giving to God in prayer, because the word says, be anxious for nothing. You're picking all that back up every single morning. And because of that, you're perpetuating, scarcity mindset. You're perpetuating that you attract negative situations. Your mind is open to seeing all the things going wrong for the rest of your day. And so instead of starting your day in gratitude, you're starting your day in what is wrong, in what you have to do, in what needs fixed, in what you need to control. And so I talk about in the episode how those of us who have a proclivity to control, which is if you have a struggle with anxiety, you do, because you're always trying to remain in control so that you feel safe. So I talked about why it's so important to be able to give yourself permission to relax and to rest, because if you do not, you will literally think you deserve to feel this way 24/7, and you don't. And it'll be to the point where you're praying for these good things from God, you're writing in your journal, you can vision them, you can imagine them, you're talking about them. But when it comes to your mindset day to day, you're looking for the problem. You're looking for what you're lacking. You're looking for what is missing. And so because of that, that's all you see. That's all you see. And that's not just for the area you're asking for the thing from God. It's in every area of your life because you have programmed your mind to see problems instead of seeing solutions, instead of being focused on who God is in your life. And life gets so much easier when you stop picking up things and you start focusing on things above, as the word says. When you start picking up your perspective of who God is, you don't even got to think about the things, baby, not even the things you want. You just got to focus on who God is and who he is to you. Those verses start to make a lot more sense when you start to understand this. The verse where it says that the sparrows don't sow, but they eat, right? We hear in that one song that everybody be singing, if he dresses the lilies, how much more will he clothe you, right? Because he loves you to a degree. And right now in Bible study, we're covering the revelation of God's love. And that's why I feel like this is so important. Because once you understand how much God loves you, then you can rest. You don't trust God to have the things you've given to him. And that's why you leave prayer feeling worried. Feeling the same exact way as when you went into that prayer, if not worse. Because now you're worried if God's going to hear you. Is God going to do this for me? Is God going to... Now you're worried about a whole bunch of other things. And that's not the life that you are to lead as a Christian. Jesus left peace to us. And oftentimes we pray for peace when we're the reason we don't have it. Because you've already been left peace. You got peace now. Peace is your portion. But because you keep that mindset that's constantly looking for things to go wrong, that's constantly looking to be in control, you are trusting you. And I'd be nervous and worried too if I was putting my faith in me. Okay? Because it can't be me. I'm done. I've come to the end of myself. Okay? So all day long you're worried and in that narrow mindset that's looking for what's missing and what's wrong and what you're lacking versus what you have. And when you open your mind to seeing what you have, seeing how blessed you are, seeing the goodness of God, that's why when you wake up, babe, you can't be on that phone scrolling and comparing. Scrolling and seeing how good everybody else is doing, because then you're setting your mind to see these things all day long. And I'm trying to get y'all to wake up, not look at that phone, focus on things above, visualize the things that you have asked God for, pray to him, give him the things that come to your mind that you were worried about, and trust that he got it, period. It really is that easy. And I never understood that until I fully surrendered to God. I never understood that. And therefore, I never allowed myself to have peace. I never allowed myself to have peace throughout the day. Because I felt like if I stopped worrying, everything would go crazy. Because then I'm not aware of it. That's me trying to stay in control. Once you're out of control, then God has space to give you peace. And that's where you need to give yourself permission to have peace and good things. Because once you can receive that, then you can receive the fullness of God and his goodness. So I just wanted to add more clarity to that. I know that was a lot, but I love starting my day with just kind of rehashing like the mindset that I'm going to have for the day with you guys. And that was a huge lesson I learned. If you guys want to book a coaching session with me, I can teach you how to do this one-on-one, child. But it is a process, babes. It is a process to let go of trauma and pain and anxiety. It is a process not going to get solved in one session either. But your girl can help you, and she's here. But it's the best thing I've ever done, because guess what? I can wake up and be happy and enjoy my life. I can wake up and be like, I'm worried about that. Oh, be anxious for nothing. Give it to God. Word. Give it to God. Not cool now. That's literally what life can be for us. And he gave it to us, but we don't accept it or receive it because we want to be in control. Good morning. Your girl's about to go to the gym. It's probably like 6 a.m. I already posted the episode. So if you want to watch it, it's up now on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you go on the website and click the podcast tab, you can watch it there as well. So let me know what you think of this episode. I love y'all dearly. Your girl's about to go to the gym. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. Bye.